We
likes.
really listen. I was talking to chat, and I was like, "Nigga, video go over 1,000 views." I was just like, "Bruh, the effort versus the payoff right now is just not there." Chat, and it made a good point, but he was basically like, "Nigga, you do know you pick one of the most crowded niche on YouTube, so it's gonna take you a while to establish the brand and blah blah blah." He started going into shit, and I was like, "Yeah, now that he mentioned
I
it,
don't want to hear that
they
bullshit.
no, but it's true, like, every time I open streaming or going over fucking video games, and I was like, "Yeah, the niche this department we picked is very, very, very crowded." And he was like, "Nigga, you
Yeah,
know you going up against niggas like, Angry Joe and Skill Up," and he started naming all these people. I was like, "Yeah, they have been doing it for a year, and we're
yeah.
not even
It's
6
funny
months
that
in."
you mentioned it. It's real funny that you mentioned this because I was gonna talk to you about this. We probably should really change some shit around.
I mean, what more can we change?
So it was today and yesterday, and I was going through the channel analytics, and I was really looking at viewership on everything, and I was thinking about what you said about the gaming and so on. So no one really watches. We don't really get numbers on the full podcast episode. We just
Well,
don't. We get
that's to
more
be
views off our.
I mean, I know, but that's to be understandable because the full episode is like almost an hour, like, you know.
See, it was making me think because I was talking to my chat and she was saying, like, most motherfuckers who have podcasts, they were established or known already, and then they did a podcast, and it goes from there. You are just starting out with a podcast, and it's like you probably need to build more a following and then do that. So it was almost like, yo, should we? I'm not saying stop the show, but it's more like we should just make videos. Just make videos.
But that's kinda like what we're doing with YouTube Short in the short format, like, that is building the audience, and like I said, we had a podcast episode that had a lot of fucking views, and it surprised the fuck out of me. I can't remember what episode it was, but then too, what would we put on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, like, that's where the long format goes, and that's all we upload on those platforms is the long format because it's a podcast platform, you
But
know?
so I get what you're saying, but it's like
It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg type of scenario.
yes, it is because it's really like, okay, why? Yeah, I don't know, because I'm looking at the podcast episodes. I'm like, yo, hardly none of these really doing big numbers like that. I get it. What you're saying is true. We are in a very, very crowded environment right now with so many people
When
doing
niggas'
what we
attention
do, been doing
spans
it
are very
longer.
limited. Like there was this one commenter, he was like, "Yo, I love the YouTube Shorts. I'll listen to this shit every day," but he doesn't want to listen to the 10-minute videos. It's just like you're just gonna have different audience that's whose like tolerance is very limited. So it's like it's kind of like how chat like broke it down when I even started back doing YouTube Shorts because I wasn't doing them bitches for a long time just
Yeah,
because of
I
editing.
was gonna ask that too. Why are we doing YouTube Shorts again when we're not
Be
benefiting from it?
No, because, like, some YouTube Shorts now sometimes YouTube Shorts are a very different beast, but, like, at one p like, for this month, our highest YouTube Short has 1,200 views. So,
That's
chat broke
crazy.
it down to it's like a funnel. Niggas discover us through our shorts and then, follow us from our shorts because it's something you click on the analytics, some of them shorts, you will see +1 follower, +2 followers. Some niggas are discovering us through the short, and then that's giving them access to the longer videos, that's then giving them access to the full podcast. It's like a funnel. Like, some niggas only follow us off of our shorts. And that's why, like, when I talked to Chad, he was like, "You should go back to doing it because of XYZ." It didn't make sense because some niggas only view shorts. That's it. That's all they view.
Yeah, no,
They're not
that is
gonna go
very
to the
true
longer yeah, they're not gonna go to the
because
5-minute videos.
that is very true because I found it was some channel that I found I was looking at. I found them through a short because I watch shorts every now and then when I don't feel like getting on TikTok. When I clicked on it, I was like, let me just see their channel. Of course, they're like 15,000. Joined 5 years ago, but they only had like maybe 20 something videos. The last video they made was like a year ago. Everything else, I guess they just do shorts. Have tons of shorts, but I'm like, but how?
That's a
Are the
different beast,
shorts
like
really doing this?
you like, your shorts and then the amount of shorts, like, some niggas upload, I'm just like, "Nah, nigga." Like, all you gon' and then it's like, they do, like they'll record long, but they'll cut it, like, 500 times to make one short. I'm not about to do that. Like, you getting the
Nope.
cold open and nothing else from me. If something is that funny that I felt like I'll do it, then I'll do it when I feel like I have excess time. But I'm not cutting a 10-minute video 500 times. Like I'm just not. Like maybe if we like contracted out the editing one day we could do that. I'm gonna just tell you it's a no for me right now. Like
Mm,
yeah,
no,
no.
I was just saying.
And then too, like the money made off of shorts is a whole different algorithm and a whole that shit. So I don't know. I feel like what I'm outputting right now is just the best I can do for now in the foreseeable future.
No, you right. You absolutely right. Because some of the shit I see how some YouTubers operate or what they do, I'm just like, yo, I just ain't got that in me. And then it
Yeah.
made me this little voice keeps ringing in my head when I was watching the tutorials. You had said me like, hey man, you know, I set boundaries between what how much I'm gonna do with this YouTube shit. I got like, but I was like, yes, that is so motherfucking true.
Yeah.
I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm about to motherfucking start implementing that. Clear set boundary. Hey, this is what you're getting.
Yeah, like I like cause at first, I was in the mindset of and it's just my personality. I don't like my name to be associated with bullshit or half-ass shit. So in the beginning, I was really like just like, yo, best product, best product, best product I could put out, the best thing I could put out. I was editing, I was doing all this shit. I was just like, I got burnt out very, very quickly. And that's why I was just like, no, we need to readjust the setup and all that. And two, and I'm not even trying to be an asshole about it. And maybe you feel like I'm pushing you to do things. And I mean, blankly I am, but I'm trying to lead you to be independent because two, you need to establish what is considered 50-50 as far as the business agreement because right now we have no
Mhm.
money involved. We're not making money. So I want to have everything established before we start making money. Yeah, no, but like I really want to just make sure everything's out in the open. We are in agreements. We know our role. We know what to expect, and we can always revert back to like our 50-50 split per the agreement. And I just want to establish that because we had some tussles here and there and we're not making money. I don't want like small things to go into big things when the podcast does start making money. That is like one of my concerns, or was my concern.
That was why I was saying, which we never did do, like we should just sit down one day, no work whatsoever, and just go through everything with a fine tooth comb
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
have written rhetoric to go behind it. Because
Oh
that's
yeah,
why I
we
was
were
feeling that.
supposed to do that during the whole.
Yeah, but we had
Yeah.
got caught up with so much other shit was going on, and it was a lot.
Them rabbit
But that's why I
holes.
was saying I feel the issue that we have is we've never coincided with each other in in a professional. It's always just been, oh, you know, my cousin Mike, cousin Trace, you know, etc. And when we work, it needs to be like, all right, we're professional now. So shit
Yeah.
that slides, it goes cool when it's normal us. That's not happening now. Professional so and so.
And it's just I think it's the mental aspect and the mental barrier that we are in just probably the first year just gonna be in a grind like state. And it's such an emotional roller coaster of feeling like, yo, we putting out good product, but we not getting what we feel we deserve in views. So
And
it's
that I'm not gonna lie
it's
to you, that
yeah.
really bothers me. That
I know, I
really
know.
bothers me because there are people that I see that do less.
Oh,
Like
I've
it's a
been meaning to
dude who
tell you,
does
you gotta stop looking at other people because it just sets you up
no,
for an
no, 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 no,
emotional
no. It's not
disappointment.
something that I do intentionally. It's not
Yeah,
something I
yeah.
do intentionally. But you know, I don't look for news 24/7 every day, all day like I used to. I get my news and I get it. I put it in the pool and I keep it going. Then every now and then I listen to my news. I listen to what I want to hear. You know, except and let me look at their channel. So the last
Yeah.
time this nigga put a fucking video out was 3 months ago. And this new video, he got 56,000 views in
Yeah.
4 days.
Yo.
4 days. He ain't put shit out in 3 fucking months. Where
Yeah.
we are at the cusp of 500,000 fucking videos, and it's like next to nothing to show for it. What is it that we can keep changing, switching, bending over backwards? And then I was like, we need to go back and talk because I was like, man, I remember we had talked like we had a finite time. Like, yo, this shit don't pick up. Hey, this was a good run. This was a good
No,
run,
but
and
we
just
always say like, "Hey, we gonna make this shit." shit. Like, we kind of said that in when we was kind of depressed mode, but we also said we was gonna make this shit work. It's an
I don't see
emotional
through it.
roller
If I
coaster.
don't see over a year goes by and it's still like this, I ain't gonna keep doing it
But
because it's
no, but I know we've both said that at some point, but, like, and I talked to Chat recently about this too, 'cause I talked about, like, effort versus reward. He was like, "If you go back 3 months ago, has there been growth?" And honestly, there has. Like, we put up a video, it minimum most of the time does 100 views. So, like, and our viewer count, our subscribers are organically growing. Like, in the past 28 days, I think we had almost 25 subscribers. So, the growth is there. It's just so fucking slow. So fucking slow. And I'm not gonna lie, like, one of the benefits that I get from keeping up with the comments for YouTube is the fact that, when we did that Arc Raiders giveaway, those people that I gave the gift card to, even though I did more than one winner when I said it was only one winner, but
yeah.
some of those people comment on our videos every fucking day we upload. Whether it's a short, a long, like the one dude, I seen that he followed our Instagram and liked every single post in our Instagram. So it's like moments like that, I'm like, all right, like if this motherfucker can like
Mhm.
every fucking video, the least I can do is keep pushing out the content. Cause it's like we already worked so hard for these followers and these subscribers. It's just like, mofo, we gonna just let this shit go? Like after we ain't came so far? And that's kind of how Chat had he actually was like talking to me like a real person. I was like, you know what? You make a good point. You make a good point.